Well, just before we end our day together, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to once again thank our presenting partner, Cogeco, and our strategic partners Invest in Canada, NG, Niagara Region, BMO, Aecon, Desjardins, Sagard, and Morningstar DBRS. Thank you also to our gold partners, Liuna, Infosys, OCP, Preponderant, Ivado Labs, EDC, and Garda World. And of course, our thanks to our government partners, the Government of Canada, the Government of Ontario, the City of Toronto, and our official airline, Air Canada. And thank you to you. Thank you for being here for this Toronto Global Forum. Thank you to our virtual audience as well. We've had over 2,500 people here in person over the course of the past 3 days, and we're very grateful to you. We know it's still a time of concern for some to be in public places. 2,500 says a lot, doesn't it, Joe, about the Toronto Global Forum and the interest people have in being out again and having discussions. So I'm thrilled to be able to end this conference with a very brief conversation with the president of the Toronto Global Forum, Joe Clark. Congratulations.
Thank you, Catherine. I'd just like to pick up on something that you talked about earlier, and that is our partners, Cogeco and all of the other partners that you mentioned. We are a not-for-profit organization, and that means that we rely on our partners' contributions to make this happen. So my sincere thank you to all of them. They are our lifeblood. They're why we're here.
Well, and I also thank those of you who are in the audience. I hope that you really have taken something away from this conference, and frankly, taken something away from every session. Joe, what would you say is the highlight of what you heard today? Give us your top three.
2,500.
2,500 people.
2,500 people here.
Yeah.
That is phenomenal, and the many thousands online. So to pick up on what you talked about, the delegates and the delegate experience is our experience. And so my sincere thanks to all of the delegates, both virtual and in person.
We are living in uncertain times. We know now that we cannot predict what's going to happen next week, let alone what will happen next year, but we can plan. Can you give us a little bit of a sense of what you're thinking for moving into the future for the Toronto Global Forum? What are the things that you've taken away from this year's events that help inform the conversations we may be having here next year?
Wow. At the expense of missing people out, I think the discussions that we had here today, yesterday and the day before, diversity and inclusion, to my mind, is one of the most critical elements. And it's women, it's Indigenous people, it's our seniors, it's our disabled, it's all over the place. We must make room. We must ensure that they are part and parcel of our community. I think the other ones that come to mind, climate change, and the impact that is having on the economy, on our lands and forests, technology, the opportunities and the confusion on technology, agriculture. There was one statement that was made that really came home to me, Catherine, and that is that we are 9 meals away from anarchy. 9 meals away from anarchy. That really hit me. Health, the challenges of our healthcare system, and not just here in Canada, but all around the world. The transportation, challenges, opportunities. Now we're talking about space, and we're talking about economies in space. And so all of that indicates that we've started these conversations. These conversations must continue on our journey to charting a new economy.
So in these final moments of the 2022 Toronto Global Forum, Joe, what message would you like to leave us with?
I've talked about our partners. I've talked about our delegates. I want to talk a little bit about the staff and the effort that they put in. It's phenomenal. I've got a team behind me. I'm just the pretty face. And
well, then they're in good hands.
The work that they put into it is absolutely incredible. But I guess overall, it's really the delegates. It's the people that come that want to be not only part of the discussions, but part of the solutions. And we're talking everybody. We're talking business people. We're talking about government leaders, but we're also talking the ordinary man and woman on the street, and being part of those discussions, being able to take them forward, indeed charting a new economy.
Thank you, Joe. Congratulations once again. And a great big thank you to each and every one of you once again for being part of the 2022 Toronto Global Forum. We look forward to seeing all of you next time.
Thank you, Catherine.